Hello everyone, this is David, and we just came from the ARG event. Now, the first place winner is...
Kay Hollings. I actually got first place at the ARG.
So, she got first place. That was really awesome. She went undefeated.
Like, legit undefeated. Like, I didn't get any draws. I didn't actually win. Every game I went 2-0. Not 2-1, 2-0. So I was legit undefeated.
You were legit undefeated.
Yep.
No ifs, ands, or buts. Undisputed. It's just, that's what it was. So, yeah, so she won. She took first. Got a whole bunch of stuff to show, just like what we did with Jose. Now, Jose, we did it up at the shop. We are home now. So, we're going to do this here. And since she has a little bit of stage fright, she's going to show you everything without actually showing her. So, the floor is yours. Explain everything, and then, yeah, I'll come in when I got some questions.
So I'm just going to explain how I played this deck. I don't know how it's being ran out in everywhere else, but I'm going to explain how I ran this deck because, like I said, I feel like I ran it differently than most other people. They might have had a different agenda. But, so my leader was, of course, Stardeku, as everybody calls him. Soul Striker. And his abilities are pretty cool. When he attacks on this side, you choose one of your energy, blue energy, and switch it to active mode. Then when your life is 4 or less, you draw 2 cards, flip it over. Then on this side, he actually gains the ability to untap 2 energy, 2 blue energy, and draw a card. And then his permanent is, if it's during your turn and you have 5 or more energy, this card gains 5,000 power. So I really actually enjoyed that aspect of it because when it came to fighting Vegeta walls and stuff like that, base was actually strong enough to hit them. So it was pretty nice. So let's start with the main deck. Of course, I really like this little pan because if for some reason, like today, what happened, I went against a Frieza deck and they refused to hit me. So usually what happens during that is I ensure that I have at least one of these in my opening hand, and then on first turn I play my energy if I don't go first, obviously. But if they go first, then I can do this. First turn, play my energy, drop my pan, swing with my pan, take my life, then swing with my leader, and restand my energy. So it's like I didn't even do anything. And I still got to take my life damage and work towards self-awakening. And I got a free hidden, so it's pretty cool because it says when this card attacks, you may choose one card in your life and add it to your hand. If you do so, this card gains 10,000 power for the duration of the turn, and then at the end of your turn, return this card to your owner's hand. So she actually comes out, punches you in the face, and then comes right back into my hand. So it's kind of cool.
So to go off of that, you said against Frieza, I'm taking a Universe 7 Victor Strike Frieza?
Yes. They would just sit there and just kind of camp me for the first like 4 or 5 turns, just trying to basically not awaken me so I can get my plus 5,000 and my untap 2 ability. But they were also doing that because with the Victor Strike, of course, you know that if they hit you one time, you're dead. So
they didn't even need to take life.
They didn't even need to take life or anything. Meanwhile, I'm sitting in there and just keep smacking him because that's how this deck kind of works.
Now, you also did say that you smack them, like you smack with her, and then you restand energy. How would you have restood those energy?
No, I'm just saying, like on the first turn when I play her, I play my energy, and then I tap my energy, play her. Then I swing with my leader, and he, of course, when he attacks, you restand energy. So
right.
My energy that I just
based off
tapped.
the leader. Okay, tracking.
Yeah,
yep.
So the energy I just tapped, I restand, and I can. Then my next turn, like during their turn, I can actually play this card, get some more pressure out onto the field.
Yep.
That was my favorite combo today. Well, there's another combo here that's pretty cool that people are like, oh, I didn't think of that.
Yeah, Freehan's actually really popular.
But yeah, so I would restand my energy and then next turn just drop one of these guys, just to kind of get some more pressure on the board. And they're 15,000, which kind of ran into a couple problems today with some base 20,000 dispos, but it is what it is. The little blocker dispos were kind of a pain in the butt.
Oh yeah, the tournament promos, yeah.
Yeah. I wish they were just a little bit beefier, but all I had to do was, sacrifice something to make them a little bit like the pan. If I was already down to 4 life, which I usually did pretty quickly, then I would just sack her into them, and then I'd swing for 20.
Yep.
This is my late game awaken. If for some reason I can't find my pan or something happens and I just whatever, he's my late game awakening. I really didn't use him a lot today. I didn't use the take 2 life and gain 3,000 power for the duration of the turn for each energy you have, and then if you have 5 more energy, choose one of your opponent's battle cards and KO it, and this card gains triple strike. I didn't really use him like I used him one game and it was after the tournament. And it was just because...
So you didn't use him during the tournament?
No, not during the tournament at all. Like, I didn't use his ability at all. I would get down to 4 life, and most of the time, like, with the Frieza deck, I would sit at 4 life because I know that Frieza, if it comes out, it can do a triple strike.
Right.
So I would sit at 4 life just to kind of keep myself out of that range.
Now, would you actually play him not use the ability?
Yeah, there was a couple times when I just straight played him just to kind of have a 20k...
Okay. You just didn't use the ability.
Yeah, just kind of have a 20k striker on the field. I preferred Vegito over him, but if for some reason I couldn't find Vegito, then he was my second best.
Okay, now I understand. Okay.
This guy came in handy a couple times. Really hard to get, really easy to get rid of, but some people just didn't get rid of him. So I was actually able to use him to take out a couple of big guys. That's pretty much all he's in there for. If I'm seeing that they're not playing a lot of battle cards, I would sideboard him out for something else.
Gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, that's all he's in there for, is to take down big guys that I didn't really have an answer for. This is my second favorite combo in this deck, and I wish we weren't limited on it, but this combo right here. So what I would do is play her down, get her ability. So when I overwhelm the 3 cards, she gives my leader 5,000 power because he's better blue, and then I get to draw a card.
Okay. So
I would do that.
You get a buff and a card.
And then I would attack with her for 15.
Mm-hmm.
Then I would just flute her to my hand. And then I could play her next turn and buff and draw.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it's probably not the best thing I could have been bouncing, but it was my favorite thing to bounce because, like I said, I got my buff and my draw. And I got to attack. So that was one of my favorite little combos that I did today. And people are like, oh man, we didn't think about that. Yeah. So I did use this card actually today one time to bounce an annoying card out of my way.
Oh, okay, so against your opponent.
Yeah, I used it actually one time today against one of my opponents. I think it was that little 2-drop yellow blocker that if he were to die one time...
Twice?
Yeah, if he were to die one time, he could come back, like, he wouldn't die. So I actually used that against him. Because
the blocker, so, like, he could block, but he wouldn't necessarily die right away. You would have to actually attack him again to make him die. Yep. It's the Universe 11 Flea, I think, right?
I can't remember what his name was. I just know he's a little 2-drop guy. He was annoying. So I kind of just... Before I did anything, I bounced him back, and then I was able to carry on and work my way. Of course, another really key part of this deck is Objection. Trying to get to my 5 energy as quickly as possible so I can start dropping my walls and whatever. And then, of course, my leader untapping for 2 leaves me with plenty of energy to go ahead and work my magic on their turn. So Objection, like I said, I ran 3 of them. I think every once in a while I was sideboarding them out down to 2, but most of the time I ran with the 3. There was a couple games that I was really stressing because I didn't get them in the early game, and I really needed them. But overall, it worked pretty well today. Also, another kind of staple to this deck is Senzu Bean. Senzu Bean, I found out... it was good and it was bad, because Senzu Bean you have to have an energy open to untap, which my leader does that. He leaves me with an energy open after he attacks.
Right.
But there was a couple times when I actually used the trunks on my turn, like to untap that energy just so I know I could have access to Senzu Bean on their turn.
Right.
But other than that, I didn't really use the trunks much at all. Like, he was extra. I actually charged him a couple times. It just kind of made me sad, hurt my heart. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm charging this guy. You don't charge this guy. Or I used him on my opponent's turn and didn't reap the benefit of restanding the energy. It was just a 0 for 5. But yeah. But no, Senzu Bean was good. It gave me that added bonus of untapping energy, which my leader already does. So I had a ridiculous amount of energy all the time. And then this guy, the pseudo combo as they call him, again, draw power, really nice. I had all this energy on their turn, every turn that I could just throw into drawing cards, which is what I was doing with him. I was beefing up my characters. Most of the time this got applied to my walls to kind of keep them in place, you know, and then I got to draw a card for it, so why not? Let's see. Of course, super combo. I like Piccolo. He's my favorite super combo for blue. Let's see, had 2 of this. People thought I was crazy when they seen him come out, but I had 2 Bergamos. And I think I just did that to kind of add more to my wall aspect, because I would literally just wall and then wait to drop something bigger.
Right.
Or just beat them with the wall. That's what I ended up having a lot of time today, is I just beat them with my walls. Just sat there and just kept beating them and beating them. Because I can play 2 of these in a turn if I have 6 energy.
You can play 2 of those?
I can play 2 4-drop cards. 2-drop walls. If
Oh
it
yeah,
has
because
six
you have
energy. My leader.
your coup that can actually come back and restand. You have the beans. You have the trunks.
Yep.
So you're
So
just
I was
going
just
through
dropping
everything.
walls
Yeah.
everywhere. So people were having a hard time. He's easier to get rid of than Vegito, but like today I had one guy that was he just popped him because he's a 4-drop.
Is it the Jiren?
Yeah, what?
Baby Jiren?
Yeah, I think it was.
Because he can pop 2 rest mode cards.
I think so. Yeah, he did that to me a couple times. Yeah. And then, let's see what else. I'm trying to think who else got me with him.
See, because that's actually really good, though, because you do have the Bergamo Wall mixed with the, what's it called? The Yajirobis that you already put out. And then now, obviously, hello. You do have the Vegeta Wall. So you have technically 3 walls. If you want to prevent him from dying, you have Yajirobe. To get through him, if you have Bergamo out, you got to go through Bergamo and then him. Or if you have all 3 out, you have to go through Yajirobe, Bergamo, and then Vegito to even attack your leader. So.
And there was one game I actually had 3 of these out at one time.
And that's insane. I've never seen that happen
I had
before.
3 of these out at one time. It was against a Frieza deck, and he had actually dropped his big 7-drop Frieza. The one that negates all the abilities on the well, not all the abilities, but it turns off like your abilities,
It's
and you
like
have to pay to activate them.
Right. Okay, yeah.
So I had 2 of them out at the time, and I was like, okay, well he did that, so now I'm not going to activate my autos, and that's simply all I did to beat that deck. And I had to go up against it twice today. They were pretty much the same version, and they actually each of them both got one of the Friezas out. So literally all I would do was just sit and just swing, sit and swing. If I played a super combo, I didn't draw. I didn't need to draw. I had a decent hand.
Yeah.
So, like with his auto, I played him, didn't draw a card. I'm not gonna, I was sitting at 4 life. I'm not gonna drop my life down so that I'm within triple strike range so that you can kill me with Frieza. Plus, I would always try and keep a negate in my hand just in case he did get squirrely and try to swing with the Frieza.
Gotcha.
So.
Okay.
Because with the Frieza, your autos are all... You have the choice to activate them.
Yeah.
So I would choose not to activate them. Alright, and then these guys.
Oh yeah, the 5-drop deers.
They were in there as my main board, but most of the time I sided them out for something else. Most of the time it was after I played the deck and decided, okay, I need more removal, or I need more power up, or I need something, I need more draw. So I didn't see them at all today. They were in my deck pretty much all day, and didn't see them at all. Not one of them.
Well, that's sad then. Card not used.
But I knew that I could take it out and put something in that I needed. So it's something that,
it's true. Yeah.
Whatever. And then I did play 2 of these. I only played 2 of these. I actually kind of wish I would have thrown a 3rd one in. But it is what it is.
Sideboard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I should have taken a bigger sound, put one of these in or something. But this card really saved me a couple times. When this card attacked, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and return it to its owner's hand. Then choose up to 2 of your energy and switch them to active mode. So not only do I get to remove a card, he's barrier and double strike, but I also get to untap 2 of my energy, which is just an added bonus to my go-to leader.
Exactly.
Oh, it's awesome. I could play a wall.
You have energy at all times, essentially.
Of course, my negates run 4. I usually play a lot more negates than this, so it was kind of weird only having 4 negates total available to me at all times. But it actually worked out pretty well. I would just hang on to a negate, 1 single negate the whole game, just in case somebody was gonna just drop something I didn't feel like I could combo out of or whatever. Some big, beefy, meaty guy was coming out, and I just negate. Yeah. I used it the most against Scientist Food today, realistically. Don't take the double strike. Easiest way to get rid of that, negate. So that's pretty much what I used that against. And again, like I said earlier, this guy was kind of unnecessary. I really didn't play him much. I either charged him or comboed with him on my opponent's turn or something. Like, I very rarely actually used his ability on my turn. I was more focused about attacking and dropping those pseudo combos or the actual super combos rather than just playing him.
Okay.
I would be sitting there, I would have just played a wall or that the card in my sideboard, the Haro Haro. I love that card. Saved me against those yellow decks so much.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. So, but Haro Haro, she kind of made them irrelevant. Like, completely.
Oh, for them? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I could see that.
Because I would drop her, pay my 3 energy, mill my top 2, restand 4 energy. So I didn't even need him. Like, I would attack with her and be like, I have no energy to withstand. I don't know what to do with myself. So, yeah. And then, of course, these guys. I put them in there for their draw power, but... Yeah, and, you know, just in case on turn 1 I don't see Pan or something, you know, I get to at least draw my first turn, you know. Then I can start working into, you know, Yajirobe or Objection or whatever I need to start doing. But she was in there more for that. But, of course, you gotta watch out for Shigesh. We actually did have a guy who was running Shigesh today. So, actually, I think it was Jose that got Shigesh at 125,000 combo.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was saying that he had comboed up to like 125,000, and then Thomas was like, Shigesh. So always have these at least at a minimum in your sideboard.
That is so bad.
I do main board them because, like I said, I like having that draw power, and it's a first turn play if I don't find Pan or something. Then of course I main boarded one other Objection, and for some reason sideboarded. There you go. Sideboarded another one of these. Then I sideboarded these guys because I like turning off double strike, triple strike, or quadruple strike for 1 cost, which I always had available. One more Awakening Talent Pan, just again, obviously, just in case I was having issues somewhere. Haro was sided in there, obviously, for reasons. Playing against yellow and green leaders, she saved me so much. She's for free. She actually costs -1 energy to play if they have a yellow or green leader. So, I got an energy back when I played her.
Yeah.
You can't beat that. As long as I have 3 energy, I get 4 energy back. So.
It's like a super sensitive.
And she's critical. Like people did not let her swing on them.
Yeah.
They went for her. If I swung and you know, she was still sitting like this on their turn, they're like, kill her. So they, you know, it kept me from taking attack on my leader as well as, you know, being critical, and she was less than free. Like she was more than free, you know.
Yeah.
So these were actually in my deck for a while, like.
Did you find
off
use?
and on. No, not at all. Which is why I ended up taking them out. All the time. Like
because that's just more draw power right there.
Every game, yeah, I took them out.
Yeah.
Because they were in the main board, so I had to take them out every game.
Gotcha.
Didn't find any use for them at all. So, should have sideboarded something else, but I don't know. He had really good draw power, which is why he was in there in the first place.
Yeah.
And, you know, at that point in time, I didn't really think energy was a problem. This card. Now, this card did see me sideboarding him in a lot. Because I was worried about little cards swarming. So, I would just use this to try, because that Jiren deck scared me at first when I played it. Because he had, like, the little blockers out, and then he had, the one-drop searching card out, which you can combo with those. So, I was just worried about, 1, him being able to combo off of all those cards, and 2, beefing him up to, you know, strike at me or whatever. So, and as long as the card doesn't have blocker, this card can take it out if it costs 5 or less. So, it's pretty good. It's a pretty decent card. I know there's a better one out there. Like, I think Scientist, or the 5-drop Scientist Fruit, not the Scientist Fruit, but the 5-drop Food is better.
Vanisher?
Yeah, but...
The Warping Food.
Yeah. And then, this card,
Scientist Food.
Again, another
Just
card
gotta
I
have
just
him
didn't... Well, I always put him in there, but I didn't see play with him today. I almost never had the cards. Either A, didn't have the cards in my drop, or I just didn't side him because I didn't feel like I needed him. I felt like I might have needed the Warrior more than I felt like I needed Scientist Food.
Gotcha.
And that other little Kai that's in there, I prefer her effects over...
Har.
No, the little time Kai. Her little 5k bonus and draw.
Oh, yeah.
I liked her better than him, really, today. Which is weird, because I've always been behind Fu. Like, Fu's been, like, one of my favorite overarm cards.
Right.
So, but today,
I
just didn't need him at all. Like, I didn't play him a single time today. So, I don't know. I think I could have sideboarded better, but obviously I did good, because I was undefeated. But
Yeah, you did very well today. It was awesome.
like I said, I don't even know how I did that, but it is what it is.
And congrats to you on that, because that's a big deal. So.
I think the guys were all freaked out because I actually was winning today.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things I saw that were kind of, you know, we'll say not sportsmanlike, is that you play for fun. You don't really play competitively.
Yeah.
So the fact that you went competitive today and you took first, they were kind of butthurt about that.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, females take first place too.
Not often, but apparently we do.
But okay, so yeah, that's the deck. Pretty cool design there. I've always been a fan of Starter Coup, so that's
The mono blue starter.
It's really awesome.
Is what they call it because there's other cards in there, but it's a blue deck.
Well,
So
of course,
it's the mono blue.
Usually Starter Coup has to be
Yeah.
mono blue.
So I don't know, and there was a couple times when I had to charge something other than blue, but it didn't really hinder me at all.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get these off on the side. We'll leave the leader because obviously it's the leader. We'll put that off somewhere though. But you want to show off some of your goodies?
Yeah. Let's see. So today, I don't really know how they did it, but it was kind of like a combination of the ARG and the store championship.
Correct. Yeah, it was. We had ARG and store championship today, so we actually just combined them, and prize support for the store championship went to the ARG, and we just had better prizes. That's essentially what it was.
So I actually got 6 of these booster packs of set 5, which made me happy because I've been dying to get my hands on this set. So yeah, I got 6 booster packs of Miraculous Revival.
Yeah, that's awesome. Can't wait to open those.
I've been waiting to open them for you guys on camera, and it's been driving me crazy. I couldn't wait though on these. Like, I just had to see them. So the dash packs.
Those are actually the event packs.
Yeah, the event packs. So it has the alternate art cards in them. So we got a Khalifa with the Shenron in the back. Really cool. And then we got the Bardock with the Shenron in the back. I don't know if you can see that, but the Shenron's pretty cool.
Yeah, you can kind of see a little bit, like his eyes are right there, and his face. So.
Already have these cards, but they're alternate art, so of course they're gonna go into the Master Collection.
Know it.
Also got this. This supposedly was a surprise to everybody. We'd kind of been told that there was only one.
That's right.
So when everybody got their prizes from, first place down to 8th place, but I came with one of these. Of course, I got it because obviously I was first place. But everybody else was really surprised to find out that this was actually in their prize support. So
because originally we had only said that first place gets the invite only. And then when people were opening up their prize boxes, they started seeing that they were, well, for top 8, they saw that they got an invite. And so at that point in time, they stopped being so butthurt about situations. But they did see the invite was the big deal to them. So I'm glad that I was able to, surprise them with that. And it's cool because you got an invite now after all that stuff that happened.
Yeah, but it's not the Nationals invite. It's some summer ARG invitational. But I mean,
it's
still,
an invite.
It is what it is.
So
I enjoy playing. That's all.
And it comes with a round 1 bye.
Yeah.
So that's good. You automatically get a round 1 win.
Section 1, row 1, seat 1. Anyways, so then it came with this little thingy. Because I guess it was supposed to come with the championship pin. So they included this pin.
This pin was actually supposed to say champion. Since they couldn't get that mold to be put into this kit, they gave a regular pin with one of these fun things and
this guy.
An ARG die.
So this one's gold, and we're assuming it's because the Dragon Balls are like orange or whatever. But we saw the Pokemon kit today, and their die was blue. That's kind of cool. Then we got, of course, I got the champion mat. The cloth mat, of course, with champion on it. So it's the Halloween themed one that everybody got, and they got the rubber ones too. So I don't know. It looks pretty cool. What's kind of cool? That's not on this one's on the rubber one. I think.
Yeah, it's not on the cloth ones.
Yeah, it's on the rubber ones. The rubber ones actually have our shop's name on it, which is really cool. We weren't actually expecting that at all. It actually has our underground logo on there, so that is actually pretty cool.
And if you want, actually next to you, right there, those mats, one of them is that. So.
Yeah. Okay.
So this is what she's talking about. This is the rubber mat, and it's the same design, but it's got our shop logo right there, Underground Games, in Copperas Cove, Texas.
So if you see me playing on stream at some event later, it's probably gonna be with a mat that has something similar to this on there, if not this, because I keep trying to get my shop owner to make me a mat that says Underground on it, so that if I do end up on stream, At least I can, put our shop name up a little bit more. And then last but not least, I got, of course, the championship, what do you call it?
Store championship
certificate.
Here, we'll turn this up so you can see it a little bit better.
Yeah, and they said they're going to put my name on there, the date, and then they're going to
You
actually...
put your name and date.
Oh, I put my name and date on there. I thought they were going to make it, professional or whatever. Anyways, name, date, and then I guess they're going to put some sort of stamp on there.
Yeah, it's going to be the same logo that you saw on the mat, where it says Underground Games with, like, the Pokeball theme. I know it's not Pokeball or Pokemon, but it's going to get a little stamp made and put a little stamp right there and make it so that you got that certificate at that location for that event.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fine with me. Like, I'm going to frame it and put it up on the wall anyway. So.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, so that was pretty much it, guys. We had, actually, do you want to open them now or on a different video?
We can probably put that on a different video. Okay. This is already... You're like, oh my god, how did you and Jose even take 18 minutes? And you have exceeded that. So,
anyways.
But
alright, so,
yeah, that's going to be it.
That was pretty much it today. That's what we did this morning. Had fun.
It was a really early morning, and now I want to actually take a nap. I'm tired.
I'm hungry, too. So.
Man. But, alrighty, guys. Well, hope y'all enjoyed. Check out for some more videos. If we get better events like more ARGs or state championships separately.
Yeah, we didn't stream this event at all.
Yeah, we couldn't stream this one. We were going to, but then the guy that said that he was going to help stream decided against it. And then if we get like custom events that we do at the shop, then we're going to try and do some more like deck profiles, some prize support videos, stuff like that, just to make it interesting and, get some new stuff on here. I know y'all are, well, from what I'm seeing, liking what we're doing, so we want to try and give something new. But, yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Hope y'all enjoyed. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you next time.